We're in the Iraqi Shuk here in Jerusalem, and we are going to learn the 11th Mishnah in the second chapter of Pirkei Avot. And let's see what the Mishnah says. Rabbi Yoshua, we learned about him. He's the second student of Rabban Yochanan ben Zakkai, says, a bad eye, a bad inclination, and hatred of other humans drive a person out of the world. So a bad eye means, according to most of the commentaries of the Mishnah, stinginess. When I'm not large with other people, when I'm not generous. Bad inclination is that bad inclination inside of us, that voice that tells us, to do naughty things and to go to bad places. And he's always fighting with our good inclination. So when he wins, when we let him win, we're letting him drive us out of this world. And the hatred of other people for no reason. When we just hate other people for no reason, it drives us out of this world, out of the community. So we're going to learn a story told by the Ben Ish Chai, which was an Iraqi rabbi, about the bad inclination and the good inclination when they meet. And that's why we're here in the Iraqi Shuk, because the Ben Ish Chai was Iraqi. So we're going to learn a story that he told, and let's see who wins, the good inclination or the bad inclination. So one day, the bad inclination meets the good inclination. There's this guy, I just want to, he's so pious and righteous and he learns Torah all day long. I just want to drag him down to do something naughty. I can't see him doing all those good deeds anymore. Look who I met, the good inclination. Fancy seeing you here, the bad inclination. How do you do? Well, it's such a shame. We keep on fighting. We're always fighting. We always have a war between us. Who will control the mind of the person? I'm always trying to drive the person to do naughty things. You're always trying to drive the person to do good deeds. Why don't we do peace between us? Let's stop fighting. Okay, well, why do you want to do peace? Why do you want to make peace with me? What are you going to get out of it? Why do you want this peace between us? All I want to do is invite your people to a party. And there's one person in particular that I just want to invite him to, a coffee shop, or like a theater. Just let me have him. Okay, you want my guy? He's yours for the day. You can do whatever you want with him. See you later. See you tomorrow. Yes. I'm going to get his mind for today. And the good inclination won't interfere. There's the guy I want. Studying the Torah. Okay. Psst, psst. What's that voice inside my head? Come with me to a coffee shop. Yeah. You can close your book for a few hours. Come with me to the theater. Come, let's just have some fun just for one day. Just close your book just for one day. What are these voices in my head? I've never heard these voices in my life. I've always been so engrossed in the Torah study. I've never had this bad inclination talk to me in my life. Well, if he wants me to go to a coffee shop, I guess I could close my book just for a few hours. I mean, what can happen? I'll go with him. And the chassid closed his book and went with the bad inclination. The bad inclination took him to a coffee house. And in the coffee house, he saw a couple of people sitting around a backgammon game, playing a game called Shesh Besh. I'm going to win you. No, I'm going to win you. No, my moves are better. No, my moves are better. And they were sitting there playing with so much enthusiasm, and each one of them wanted to win the other one. And they were devoting all their attention to this game. And they were playing for hours and hours, and they wouldn't stop. And they were just so happy and enthusiastic and laughing and having the best time. And they were just playing and playing and playing and playing. And it was midnight, and they didn't stop playing. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and they didn't stop playing. Until the chassid couldn't take it anymore. Oh my gosh, 1 o'clock in the morning. I have to go home. I have to go to bed. I can't believe I've stayed here so late watching these people play a backgammon game. And he went home. And when he got home, he sat down on the floor and started crying his heart out. I have so much work to do on myself. I thought I was such a pious, I thought I was such a learned man that learned so much Torah, but I'm worthless, I'm not worth anything. Until his wife came out from his crying, she woke up. Oh my God, honey, what's the matter? I never heard you crying like this before. What's the matter? Why are you crying? What's the matter? I had a golden vessel, but today I looked at it and I realized it's only made out of copper. What are you talking about? We don't have any gold vessels in our home. But I had a gold vessel. It was my Torah study. As it says in Tehillim, Tov li Torat picha me'alfei zahav v'chesef. Your words are better for me than gold and silver. But today, I went to a coffee shop and I saw a couple of people playing a game. They were playing backgammon. They were playing sheshbesh. And they were so enthusiastic about their game, and they were playing it for hours, and they weren't getting bored or tired. I never studied Torah with so much enthusiasm. I never sat in the study hall for so many hours, 1 hour after another, just studying and studying and enjoying my study as much as those people enjoyed their game. I have so much more work to do in my worshiping and my studying. You know, I want to be as enthusiastic as those people were. I want to be a third as enthusiastic as those people were. I want to be I want a quarter of their enthusiasm and happiness when I study Torah. Well, I'm worthless. Don't cry, honey. You'll be okay. You'll go up and up in the Torah study. You've decided to go on a new path. You'll be okay. Don't cry. And the bad inclination saw this and couldn't believe what was happening. I tried to drive this person away from Torah study. I brought him all the way to the coffee shop. I invested so much energy trying to convince him to do something bad. And what happens? He just gets more serious about his Torah study. All my time went to waste. I can't believe it. He's becoming stronger and stronger, and his willpower is becoming stronger and stronger into doing positive things. What have I done? The next morning, the bad inclination meets the good inclination. Good morning, bad inclination. Well, how was the day with my chassid? You can take your favors and throw them in the garbage. Okay, what happened yesterday? You want to tell me a little bit about your day? I tried to drive your chassid away from Torah and mitzvot. I tried to drive him away from good deeds and away from God, but he just got stronger, and his willpower just got stronger to do good deeds. All my energy went to waste. A camel wanted horns, and they snipped off his ears. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. And the bad inclination left that chassid and never bothered him again. Yes, I win! So thank you for learning the 11th Mishnah in the 2nd chapter of Pirkei Avot with me. And I hope that even when your bad inclination convinces you to do something naughty, you actually learn how to become more enthusiastic and more connected to Torah and Hashem and mitzvot through that one deed that the bad inclination may have convinced you to do. And may your good inclination always win. So thank you for studying the 11th Mishnah in the 2nd chapter of Pirkei Avot with me.